Whoa, dude. Everybody's favorite actor Keanu Reeves recently took part in an interview with Sirius XM, accompanied by his buddy and Bill and Ted Face the Music co-star Alex Winter. Asked if there were any characters he wished he could travel back in time to play, Reeves didn't hesitate to name drop a certain grizzled Canadian adamantium-infused mutant. As Reeves put it,
I always wanted to play Wolverine.
Winter, who didn't seem at all surprised by this, immediately chimed in with,
"It's not too late.
It is too late.
Not too late for Keanu to play Wolverine. I'm just going to leave that there."
Reeves, though, disagreed, saying, "It's too late. The role has been filled really well, and I'm all good with it now." Reeves likely knew that what he was saying was going to send X-Men fans into a tizzy. The X-Fandom has long linked the actor with that particular role, and when it came time for Hugh Jackman to step down from the part, speculation ignited anew that Marvel might take a look at Reeves to play the next iteration of Wolverine in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Of course, there's probably no way that will happen. Following Disney's acquisition of Fox, Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige is taking over the X-Men movie franchise and is reportedly looking to recast Wolverine with a younger actor. With the potential exception of Deadpool, the entire X-Men lineup will likely be recast with younger stars. Reeves is almost a whole 4 years older than Jackman, who's in his early 50s, making his chances of playing a Wolverine slim to none, unless Marvel wanted to employ him for flash-forward sequences at some point. Just to be clear though, Reeves didn't bring up Wolverine just to toy with fans' hearts. When asked to confirm that he was serious about his pining for the role, the actor said, quote, "Oh yeah, Frank Miller's Wolverine? For sure." There are about 1 million reasons why Frank Miller is a comics legend, and for Marvel, the writer and artist did some of his most tremendous work. In the early 80s, Miller successfully rebooted Daredevil. Many of the traits we now take for granted about Matt Murdock, his strong moral code, his Catholicism, his tortured inner battle over his crime-fighting career, were Miller's doing. In 1982, Miller and the equally legendary comics writer Chris Claremont were sharing a cab on the way back from San Diego Comic-Con when they conceived the idea for a 4-part miniseries centered on Wolverine, the X-Man who had swiftly risen to become one of Marvel's most popular characters since his 1974 introduction. Thanks to Claremont's stark writing and Miller's kinetic, expertly laid out panels, the miniseries, which ran from September to December 1982, became a massive hit. The series did for James Howlett, aka Logan, what Miller's Daredevil run had done for Matt Murdock, strongly establishing his characterization, motivations, and backstory in a way that would come to define him for decades. Doing a little quick math, Reeves would have just turned 18 years old when the debut issue of Miller's Wolverine dropped in 1982, so we can't say we're surprised it had a lasting effect on him. Unfortunately, as Reeves himself noted, that ship has pretty much sailed. While that doesn't mean the chances of seeing him in the MCU in some capacity are totally squashed. Marvel enthusiasts have been fan-casting Reeves in all kinds of MCU roles for years now, and if there's one thing we know about Kevin Feige, it's that he's keen to give the fans what they want. Last summer, during the press tour for Spider-Man Far From Home, Feige was asked if Reeves had ever been considered for a role in a Marvel flick. Feige replied, "We talk to him for almost every film we make. I don't know when, if, or ever he'll join the MCU, but we very much want to figure out the right way to do it." Feige wasn't just whistling Dixie. He went on to compare the situation with Reeves with the casting of Jake Gyllenhaal, with whom he said Marvel had also spoken about a bevy of different roles before he was finally cast as Quentin Beck, aka Mysterio, in Far From Home. So while Reeves may not be suiting up as Wolverine, we're pretty sure that sooner or later, Feige will find a way to bring the world's most beloved actor into the world's biggest movie franchise. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite stars are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.